Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Decoding the topper's mindset, beating your brain. You know that feeling when deep down you just know you could ace that next exam, but somehow you keep falling short? Well, you're in the exact right place. We're going to figure out where things are going sideways by taking a hard look at your ultimate internal enemy. And yeah, plot twist, it's actually your own brain. Why do we fail exams despite trying so hard? Let's jump right in. It's incredibly frustrating, right? You try so hard, you make these big promises to yourself, but you still cyclically fail to stick to your study goals. It's a total vicious cycle. You genuinely want to succeed, you really feel the drive, but the second it's time to actually sit down at the desk, the execution just completely falls apart. Phase 1. The myth of unplanned hard work. To wrap our heads around why this happens, we first have to look at the absolute foundational pillars of exam success. Becoming a top performer really boils down to two fundamental things: planning and hard work. But there's this massive misconception floating around out there. People often fall into the trap of only hard work versus planning plus hard work. Look, grinding away and forcing yourself to read a textbook for hours on end won't magically make you the top of your class. Hard work without a structured plan, that's just wasted energy. Honestly, it gets you absolutely nowhere. It's exactly like sprinting on a treadmill. You're sweating, you're literally working your tail off, but you're not moving a single inch forward. So to actually move forward, a solid plan has to answer four crucial questions: what to study, when to study, how much to study, and exactly how to study it. If you don't have the answers to these 4 points before you even sit down, you're already behind. But there's a huge catch here. There's a really specific reason why we instinctively dodge making this kind of detailed schedule. Phase 2. Your brain sabotages your plans. And this is where the true villain of the story enters: your own mind. See, your brain actively runs away from difficult tasks. It absolutely loves comfort, and it absolutely despises the heavy cognitive load of sitting down, evaluating a syllabus, and building a disciplined schedule. So what does it do? It goes out of its way to stop you from planning. It uses this exact internal dialogue. This exam isn't that important. We don't need a detailed plan. Let's just study a few hours a day and relax. It just lazily whispers that to keep you right in your comfort zone. It actively tries to convince you that the exam you're so stressed out about isn't actually that big of a deal, all just to make you skip the heavy lifting of actually making a plan. And here's the crucial point: 2 to 3 hours of aimless studying yields zero results. Listening to that deceptive little voice tricks you into feeling productive when in reality, you're achieving absolutely nothing. You sit there with your books for hours without a plan, your brain pats you on the back like, "Great job, we studied." But because it's totally aimless, you get zero actual results. You're just burning your precious time. Phase 3. Beware the fake reward trap. Now, what if you actually manage to ignore those lazy excuses and successfully start following a timetable? You'd think you're safe, right? Well, think again. Your brain has a very sneaky backup strategy waiting for you. Let's say you fight through that initial resistance. Day 1, you've got high motivation. Day 3, you're putting in consistent hard work. But right around day 5, maybe day 6, the reward mode trick kicks in. Your brain realizes, uh-oh, we're working way too hard. It hates that sustained discomfort, so it completely pivots its strategy. Suddenly, that internal voice shifts from being lazy to being your biggest, most deceptive cheerleader. It's like, you've worked so hard, you're definitely gonna top. You deserve a movie or time with friends. This is the incredibly dangerous fake reward trap. Your mind is literally creating a false sense of victory just to make you abandon your schedule way before you've actually succeeded. And if you take the bait, here's exactly how the spiral happens. Step 1, you accept the fake reward. Step 2, you abandon the timetable for just a day, which, let's be real, easily turns into 2 days. Step 3, you fall right back into unplanned studying. You lose all your momentum, forget your schedule completely, and boom, you're back at square one. And the absolute worst part is it makes you want to run away from studying even more next time. Phase 4, planning meets hard work. So how do we actually fix this? The only way to break this frustrating cycle is to spot these mental games the second they happen and just absolutely refuse to play along. You have to realize that planning and hard work, they have to walk hand in hand. You need to make a permanent transition from listening to your mind's excuses to unrelenting adherence to the plan. You've got to completely shut down your mind's whims. Whether it's playing down how important the exam is or offering you those fake rewards, you have to rigidly stick to your plan until the final goal is 100% achieved. Phase 5. Health, rest, and zero distractions. Now, we need to be really clear here. Beating your brain's laziness does not mean punishing your physical body with 24/7 studying and zero breaks. Actually, scratch that. That is a guaranteed recipe for instant burnout. And honestly, you can't learn a single thing when you're burned out. You cannot play games with your physical health. You absolutely must take necessary rest breaks, maintain a healthy diet, and ensure proper, adequate sleep. You have to keep your physical health in check so your body stays relaxed, energized, and actively supports all this intense study effort. A well-rested, healthy body keeps the mind relaxed and focused, which turns it into your best ally instead of just another obstacle. Furthermore, if you want that laser-like focus, you need to look around your study environment and ruthlessly eliminate all physical distractions. And we all know what the ultimate enemy is here: your smartphone. If it's in the room with you, it's constantly draining your attention and pulling you right out of your hard-earned focus. Seriously, get it out of your study space. Bringing this all together, here is your tangible winning blueprint. 1. Eat well and sleep properly to fuel your body. 2. Follow the timetable exactly, actively ignoring the brain's tricky little excuses. 3. Lock away the smartphone. It's a really powerful combination of self-care, strict adherence to the plan, and complete environmental control. Ultimately, success demands sacrifice and unwavering positive thinking. Becoming a top student isn't just about raw intellect. It's about sacrificing those short-term comforts and ignoring instant gratification. But remember, with a positive mindset, good energy, and an unbreakable plan, there is absolutely no exam that is out of your reach. So, I'm going to leave you with one final question. Will you let your brain trick you again tomorrow? Or are you ready to stick to the plan? It's time to step out of the trap, recognize the games your mind plays, and take true control of your study journey starting right now. Thanks so much for joining me in this explainer, and I hope this empowers you to become the topper you're meant to be.